They smile in your face. They laugh with you. They call you bro, sis, or even bestie. But deep down, something doesn't feel right. Your spirit senses it. Your energy drains after being around them. And when you need them the most, they're nowhere to be found. Listen closely. This isn't paranoia. This is spiritual discernment. And today, we're exposing what they don't want you to realize. Because when you're the giver, the healer, the one who loves deeply, you often attract people who take advantage of your light. They see your kindness as a weakness. They test your boundaries. And they manipulate your good heart for their own gain. But enough is enough. It's time to stop being used. It's time to protect your power. Here are the 7 hidden signs they're secretly using you, and why you must act before it drains your soul. Sign number 1. They only come around when they need something. Pay attention to this. Days go by, weeks even, and you don't hear from them. But suddenly, they show up with a problem, a need, a crisis, and you're their first call. Not because they love you, not because they care about how you're doing, but because you're convenient, you're reliable, and they know you'll say yes again. Real ones check on you without a motive. They called just to say, "How are you?" But users, they call to say, "Can you do this for me?" That's not friendship, that's a transaction. If they only reach out when you're useful, they're not your people. They're leeches, and the longer you keep answering that phone, the more they'll keep draining you. Sign number 2. They don't celebrate your wins. Oh, this one hurts. When you're low, they're around. But when you start rising, they go silent. You got a promotion, and they change the subject. You launch a business, and they barely acknowledge it. Why? Because they liked you better when you were struggling. Because as long as you were beneath them, they felt in control. See, some people don't want the real you. They want the version of you they can use. The insecure you, the doubting you, the dependent you. But when you start leveling up, they feel threatened. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Your success triggers their jealousy. And instead of clapping for you, they criticize you behind your back. But let them talk. Keep rising. You don't need fans. You need real support. And fake love has no seat at your table. Sign number 3. They guilt trip you when you say no. Listen, you're not a bad person for having boundaries. You're not selfish for needing rest. But manipulators will twist your no into betrayal. Suddenly, you're acting brand new or not the same anymore. They'll make you feel like saying no is a crime. That's emotional manipulation, and it's toxic. Real friends respect your limits. They don't make you feel small for protecting your peace. If someone always needs you to sacrifice your well-being for their comfort, they don't love you. They love controlling you. But your energy is sacred. Your time is valuable. And anyone who punishes you for honoring yourself is showing you exactly why they don't deserve access to you anymore. Sign number 4. They never reciprocate. You give, and they take. You show up, but they don't. You check on them, but they never ask how you're doing. That's not love. That's imbalance. And relationships without reciprocity become emotional labor. Let's be clear. Love isn't always 50-50ths every day, but it balances out over time. If you're always the one pouring, always the one lifting, always the one giving, it's time to pause. Ask yourself, when was the last time they poured back into me? If you can't remember, that's your answer. You're being used, and the longer you stay silent, the more they'll assume it's okay. Sign number 5. They talk about others to you, and probably talk about you to others. Be careful with this one. If someone constantly gossips to you, don't be flattered. Don't confuse that for closeness. That's a warning. Because if they can speak poison about others behind their back, what makes you think your name is safe when you're not in the room? Users thrive off chaos. They love stirring drama. They manipulate with information. And when you stop playing their game, they turn the gossip on you. Protect your peace. Keep your circle tight, and never share your soul with someone who can't even honor someone else's privacy. Sign number 6. They make you feel obligated to carry their emotions. Every time you're around them, it feels heavy. Not because you are an empath, but because they've made you responsible for their emotional world. Their moods dictate your peace. Their problems become your problems. And before you know it, you're burned out, drained, and carrying a weight that was never yours to begin with. That's not love. That's emotional dependency. You are not their therapist. You are not their crutch. You are not their emotional dumping ground. Healthy relationships allow space for vulnerability. Yes, but not in a way that makes you their savior. You can support someone without sacrificing your own stability. And if they don't get that, they're using you. Sign number 7. They don't clap when you heal. The moment you start choosing peace, they pull away. The moment you stop being available 24/7, they start acting distant. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just growing, healing, setting boundaries. And they hate it because they can no longer manipulate the healed version of you. Understand this. When your healing makes someone uncomfortable, it's because your growth exposes their intentions. They didn't love the real you. They loved the broken version they could control. But healing is your birthright, and anyone who resents your transformation doesn't deserve a front row seat in your new chapter. Now that you see the signs, the question becomes, what will you do with this awareness? Because knowing the truth is only the beginning. The real power comes in the choices you make next. You see, chosen one, the reason people feel so comfortable using you is because you've always been the one who never gave up on anyone. You're the light in the room, the peacemaker, the fixer, the one who sees potential even when others see problems. But that beautiful heart of yours can also become a target if you don't protect it. Here's what the users didn't expect. That one day, you'd wake up. That one day, you'd start recognizing the patterns. That one day, you'd stop giving so much of yourself to people who only come around when it's convenient. That day is now. From this moment forward, you don't have to explain your boundaries to people who benefited from your lack of them. You don't have to beg anyone to match your energy. You don't have to prove your worth to those who refuse to value it. Your energy is sacred. Your love is rare. And if someone wants access to your soul, they better come correct. No more half-effort relationships. No more one-sided loyalty. No more entertaining people who drain your spirit and call it love. Let's be clear. Cutting people off doesn't make you cold. It makes you wise. Walking away doesn't make you heartless. It makes you healed. Protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's survival. And sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is stop letting people use you as their emotional safety net. So how do you break free from being used? You start by honoring your intuition, that feeling in your gut that something's off. Trust it. That uneasiness you feel after certain conversations. Believe it. Your spirit is speaking to you. And it doesn't lie. When you start listening to your inner voice, the manipulative voices get quieter. You begin to see clearly. You begin to choose wisely. Next, you must get comfortable with disappointing people who were never truly for you. Because the moment you start saying no, the mask falls off. Their true colors show. And that's not your loss, it's your clarity. Not everyone who smiles is your friend. Not everyone who claps is rooting for you. But now, you know better. And when you know better, you do better. Start auditing your relationships. Ask yourself, do they give as much as they take? Do they love me, or do they love what I do for them? Are they here for me, or just the benefits of being around me? Be honest, because pretending not to notice is what kept you stuck before. But not anymore. And here's the truth that will set you free. You are not responsible for how others feel about your boundaries. You are not here to be everything to everyone. You are not obligated to keep relationships that drain you just because of history, blood, or guilt. You are allowed to walk away. You are allowed to evolve. And you are allowed to choose you, even if it means standing alone for a while. Because here's the beautiful twist in all this. When you stop entertaining users, you make room for real ones. When you stop watering dead plants, you finally have time to grow your own garden. When you stop being available to everyone, you become available to yourself. And in that space, your peace returns, your confidence rises, your soul breathes again. You're not here to be used. You're here to be valued. You're not here to be drained. You're here to shine. And the moment you step into that truth, the game changes. You stop explaining. You stop chasing. You stop waiting for reciprocity that never comes. And instead, you attract people who match your energy, honor your heart, and protect your name when you're not in the room. So let them say you've changed. Let them call you distant. Let them accuse you of being different. That's fine. You're no longer available for manipulation. You've leveled up. You've awakened. You've reclaimed your power.